Oh, yeah, you at the show that's Apocalypse Tips with Lester Pipps. I'm the Lester Pipps from the title. This isn't a scenario where it's like the Prestige, where somebody has one name and then it turns out there's somebody else. I don't have a secret twin. We are doing the show, and I'm so excited for y'all to see who I'm talking to later. We got the return of Jeff and Hackleton, the two guys who are trying to track down the masked vigilante, the poot juicer. We'll hear how that's going, any updates from the poot juicers, and we got the return of one of the game show crew's most game showy game showers, actress Steph Martinez. I can't wait to get to all that. But before we get to it, we do have to do the intro. So here you go.
Apocalypse Tips with Lester Pipps is the show that you're currently watching. It's about to start with his amazing guests, and they're gonna tell you how to survive out in the apocalypse. It's Apocalypse Tips with Lester Pipps.
Oh, yeah, it is. It's Apocalypse Tips with Lester Pipps, the show that brings you the tips for how to survive the apocalypse. You might be thinking to yourself, who this guy? Why he talking about how to survive apocalypses? What is he doing down in a bunker with like a light switch and a couple of bunk beds? What that all about? Well, let me just tell you briefly. If you want the whole details of everything, you got to go back and listen to every episode of the podcast. But briefly, who I is a guy who, prior to all them COVIDs being up in the air, trying to eat everybody's brains out from the inside, which I know longtime listeners are probably thinking, you're still saying that one? I can't think of another. I really like that one. Prior to all that, I would go door to door to any open microphone situation I could get my hands on that microphone and say, I'm not here to do comedy. I'm here to talk to you about what's really important, how to survive apocalypses. Also, prior to that, I was the self-proclaimed world's greatest apocalypse survival lecturer, doomsday prep lecturer for the great state of Louisiana, specifically LSU, Louisiana State University. Not Los Angeles, nothing. I'm definitely not in Los Angeles. I am here in the bunker underneath the backyard of my ex-wife's house in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, living with my two wives, trying to track down Idris Elba, and most importantly, making sure the one thing that matters the most about humanity survives into the future in case there is an apocalypse, after which we emerge from this bunker and say to the world, don't worry, we still got it. And that is, of course, Louisiana culture, which means, of course, the recipe and all necessary ingredients of Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen spicy chicken strips. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, if you listen to the show a lot, I don't think I've heard Popeyes mentioned in a long time. You know what? I don't talk about it every week, okay? But that's what I'm about. Look, we got a great show tonight. Way later, we're going to be talking to Jeff and Hackleton. They're coming back to give us an update on what's going on with the masked vigilante, the poot juicer, who they've been trying to track down. And I got a co-host coming up in just a second. But you know what? We'll start there. Steph Martinez is our co-host today. Actress Steph Martinez, welcome back to the show.
It's Apocalypse Tips with Lester and Steph. It's Apocalypse Tips, the show you're watching right now. Apocalypse Tips with Lester and Steph.
Oh, yeah! Apocalypse Tips with Lester and Steph. I love it.
We are twinning today.
Wow, Steph Martinez dressing like me with a dark button-up shirt and sunglasses. I love it. Are you decked out like that in order to be a good co-host, or is that just the way you go about your normal life now?
You know what? No, I've been taking your tips, Lester.
Oh.
And now I've really embodied it. I'm even in my own bunker and starting to grow all my own fruits and vegetables here.
Wow, that's smart.
We're in an apocalypse still, and everybody seems to forget that.
Yeah, there's all the big Delta variants up in the air flying through the sky like Delta Airlines, but now they variants.
Yes, poor Delta Airlines. I feel for them.
Oh, I know. And also the Mississippi Delta. I mean, come on. You wouldn't want to be called that anymore.
I would also not.
Yeah. If I was the Mississippi Delta, I think I would change my name to the Mississippi Mouth of the River.
I love that. Like, will you make a petition?
That's a great idea. We should definitely make a petition.
I'll go, where are the eyes? And I go, I. There you go.
And I'd say I too.
I say I too, and that's how
I
you
bet
get
they.
the law passed. That's how it works, government.
Yeah. There's not a lot of nays on that one, I don't think.
Probably not.
Probably not.
How's living under your ex?
Well, my ex did. Recently, we had a little bit of a Wi-Fi issue because my ex moved in with won't take a chance on the rapture for a little while. She's still living over at his place.
Oh.
Yeah, but that's okay. She's my ex. We're in a place where we can communicate on terms where it's like, oh, you're watching the kid again? Okay, good, because I'm still in the bunker.
That's good, and it's all soundproof. You don't have to hear them making it, right?
Oh no, yeah, we're way underground.
That's good. I'm just happy to hear that for your heart.
Yeah, thank you. How's your heart? Actually, I'm sorry. Before we get into talking about our hearts, I do have. It's very important. One of the rules on this show, passed down by my producer, who tells me it's a law, is that we do have to tell all the listeners what day it is, and it is, of course, August 19th, 2021, which is a Thursday. Yes, and also it's National Aviation Day. Did you know that?
Good thing we have our aviators, my guy.
Right.
The day.
Yeah. Is that? Do you tell? Sorry, what?
You want to know where the moon is today? It's very important.
I'd love to know where the moon is today. While you're, you have it. Okay, great.
Of course, I have an app. Day 12 of the moon, waxing gibbous. It's at 93.3% full, which means on the 21st, it's going to be 99.9 full. And on the 22nd, 99.4. So if we're going to, get anything done, we're going to have to do it during the full moon, Lister.
Wow. So are you typically afraid to operate during the full moon?
Oh, no. It's a good time to operate.
Okay.
I did bring my cards.
Tarot cards. Yes.
I could give you a little bit of maybe some love advice through my cards, and it's going to be extra powerful because it's very close to a full moon. But
good. So we don't have to worry about any wear Stephs or anything.
No wear Stephs. That's
okay. Good.
I take meds for that now, which is
very good. Yeah, because that's scary.
It's too scary, but it's kind of cool.
It is kind of cool. Yeah. Do you enjoy it prior to taking meds? Did you enjoy going wear Steph?
I had a great time. It's everybody else who's complaining. That's not my damn fault. I'm hungry and running around naked and shit.
Yeah, because you weren't like a werewolf where you would turn into a wolf and go wild. You're a were Steph where you would just take your clothes off and go wild.
What's the big deal? Why is this illegal? Nipples are nipples. That's what I've been saying.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow. Well, yeah, I am excited to get into that tarot stuff. But real quick, I just want to say, on National Aviation Day down here in the bunker, what we've been doing to celebrate since we can't get out is my wife Claire Thrills has been flying a little paper plane across the room to my wife Tamara, the phone charging kiosk attendant, and the two of them are just flying planes back and forth to each other because they can't actually, fly like a big real plane.
Obviously.
Yeah.
It would be cool.
It would be cool. But for you, of course, National Aviation Day is the day to wear aviators.
That is the only thing I have. I cannot fly a plane, even a paper plane. It would be very dangerous for everybody involved. Paper cuts, that's a thing.
They are a thing. They really are. Some people try to tell y'all that there's no such thing as paper cuts. They'll get up on their high horse and say, don't tell me there's paper cuts. You either cut yourself or you didn't. There's no paper cuts.
Thank you. And why does lemons happen to always be around when you just happen to get a paper cut?
Yeah. That's a good point. Paper cuts are real and lemons follow.
I hate lemons. Lemon water. I want my water plain.
Yeah.
How do you
like a cucumber water? I like a cucumber water sometimes. But the best water I ever had, came. What happened? What had happened was I was filling up a cup of water right after having eaten some spicy chicken strip, and the water touched my fingers and got some of the spices up in the water in the cup. And then when I drank the cup of water, there was all these spices up in there, and it tasted like chicken.
Ew, your water tastes like chicken?
Yeah, it was both great and disgusting.
That's so horrible. I love it. I'll have to try it. I am currently eating Flaming Hot Cheetos, so maybe I'll have to try Flaming Hot Cheeto water.
I don't know if I recommend it because I don't think they use that same spice on chicken strips at the bar. But I do recommend the concept of flavored water. Now, you said that you wanted to get into some tarot readings. Do you think there's any possibility that there's the full recipe to the Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen Special in my future?
I can find out. Let me ask that first.
No, I think we should do what you wanted to do.
All right, we're gonna Probably a bonus round for later. Okay, Esther, here's how it's gonna work.
Okay.
I'm gonna shuffle the cards like this.
Okay.
Can you see me like that?
Yeah, I made it bigger. Yeah.
And you're gonna tell me when to stop. And if you think I've passed your card, say go back, Steph. And I go,
okay.
Jeez, don't you yell at me. And then I go back and I read your card. And
okay, nice.
So these are my angel cards. Anybody wants to know?
Okay. Wait, will you show that for a little bit longer so we can read it out loud also?
Fine.
Okay, Archangel Power Tarot cards. What does that mean?
This is like playing a video game when you're trying to figure out when you're looking. So there we go. This just means there is a major and minor arcana, which is like in the old school one, but the only difference is now each card has a different twist on it, and it's usually a positive. These are a little cheesy, but that's why I like them because in a normal deck, there's the Death card or the Hanged Man, and those are usually bad omens or whatever. But in these cards, they kind of are like, hey, yes, something's coming to an end. Could be the end of an idea of a project, a person, unfortunately, a relationship. But you're going to be okay. It could be the end of the end times. But you're going to be okay. Usually goes, but you're going to be okay.
Well, yeah, because you properly prepared in a bunker.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Well, I am so ready. And just so listeners know, the reason Steph is doing tarot is a couple of appearances back. Steph was on a game show episode that turned into a tarot card reading. Go listen to that if you want an explanation. We're not going to get back into it. Okay,
that's right.
Steph, I'm ready.
No time. Okay, so you know what? We want. Okay, repeat after me. Ready?
Okay.
I ask that this reading be true.
I ask that this reading be true.
And bring blessings to all those involved.
And bring blessings to all them involved.
Very good and close. Okay.
Oh.
Are you ready? We're going to say, universe, what does Lester need? Does he need love, life? Does he need some fresh air? Just give us some insight on what Lester needs.
Yeah. Well, a couple of episodes back, my marriage counselor advised that in order for Tamara and Claire and I to stay happy, we needed to bring Idris Elba into our marriage. So what do the tarot cards say about that?
Let's find out. Are you ready? Tell me when to stop.
Stop. Wait, go back. Okay, that one, yeah.
Okay. Oh, I think this one's pretty good. This is called Divine Guidance. Archangel Sandalphon.
Oh, that looks very medieval.
It's very, very intense. Okay, this is about the search for meaning in life. Consider an alternative approach. Surround yourself with wise teachers or friends. So this one actually might be, Idris Elba is cool, but maybe you need to go back to school, Esther. Might be time to learn a thing or two.
I mean, it has been a long time since I went to visit the LSU Football Tigers campus. I could go back in there. I could say, hey, have y'all gotten any promotion deals with Idris Elba? Do you know where he is at? And maybe some of, because, in college football, they're allowed to have promotion deals now this year for the first time. So maybe some of them scored a deal with Idris. I'll have to check. That's a good idea.
Really nice. Yeah, maybe you can learn about like tapping or something. I've heard that's a really cool profession, like how to tap on people.
Yeah, I don't know that that's related to what we're talking about currently, but it sure does seem like it's related to something we talked about before the show. Yeah, tapping a medical procedure used to find the liver right here. Do you think I interpreted that right? Does that seem like the right advice to take?
I think that is exactly right. That's definitely what Sandalphon is telling you to do. He just goes, go to school. Can
I do a tarot card reading for you?
Oh my gosh. Okay.
So what you'll have to do is shuffle through your own deck. I'll tell you when to stop, and then I'll read the card and tell you what I think it means.
Okay. I'm ready.
Great.
Okay, but this is for Stephanie. Listen, this is for me.
What do you need? What do you need, Stephanie?
I think I need the same thing, Lester. We're both in a rut.
Oh, you're also in a marriage with 2 women trying to add Idris Elba to it?
Yes, I am.
Oh, wow.
So I need some help.
Wow, I didn't know that about you.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Wait, before we get into this, tell me about your wives.
Oh yeah, they're okay. And just everyone's always mad at me for something. I'm like, why am I always in the damn dog house? I have to live there. I've already furnished it.
And this isn't a situation where you're living with a married couple and they are treating you like that you are their dog, is it?
No, probably not.
Yeah, because you're in a bunker that you're growing your own fruits and vegetables in, so that wouldn't make sense.
It wouldn't make sense. You know what else? But I do have a nap problem. Anybody else have a freaking nap problem? It's the worst.
What does that mean? A nap problem? Like when you try to take a nap, all of a sudden you think you're in another dimension?
I don't think that's it, but I like where that is.
Okay.
It's like when you have real plants in your house, bugs just gravitate to it. So what
gnat!
Your plants of water so that the bugs leave. And I don't like starving them. They need love.
Yeah. No, that's gnat problem. That makes so much more sense than nap problem.
Yeah, napping's all right. I'm
pretty pro at that. Okay, let's do your reading.
Okay, here we go. Oh, I gotta put your card back in because you never know.
We could have the same card.
All right, listen.
Okay, so I'll tell you when to start and you tell you when to stop.
Ready.
Okay.
Wait, you tell you or you tell me when to stop?
I'm going to tell you when to start, and then you decide when to stop, because that's why it's the same as when you started and I said to stop.
Got it. All right.
Okay. All right, start. And it does seem like you're just picking a card now. maybe we should have done it face down.
Usually.
Oh, no, it is face down. Okay, it is face down. Okay, great. Yeah.
I actually thought it was this one, the first one. Are you ready to read?
Yes, I'll read. Okay, this is Queen of Raphael. Kind, understanding, giving, psycho.
A psychic.
Psychic. Sorry. Okay, and it says it's a lady sitting in a big chair that looks like maybe it's made out of clams. There's another angel up above that might be Jesus with wings. It's hard to tell. Also, there's a little bit of a moon, and there's a bunch of rocks coming out the water, and the light is shining directly, like it's coming out her butt, but also on her book somehow at the same time. They did weird things with light. Okay, it says, follow your heart, a love of home and family, trustworthy psychic information.
Ooh, I did have a dream last night about a zombie apocalypse. I bet it's telling me that it's true. That's what it's telling me.
I feel like that's the logical conclusion. Yeah, a love of home and family.
That I'm going to have to protect my home and my family, my wives, and our dog, and our plants from the zombies. Plant zombies! Plant zombies!
Oh my God. Wizworld Live asked, did it say a love of hoe and family?
Home.
Wizworld Live. Home. Yeah, Wizworld Live, you should be familiar with tarot cards. This looks like it's straight up your alley.
Yeah, wizard. Dirty wizard.
Wizworld Live says, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you feel bad, Wizworld Live.
If we have time, Wizard, we'll read your card later.
Oh, yeah. Well, how do you feel about... he says, are these angel cards? Well done, Wizworld Live. I mean, I think we do have time. We probably should read Wizworld Live cards right now, unless you wanted to talk more about the zombie apocalypse you think is coming for you.
It was very classic, basic, simple zombies, but I know what to do. Don't worry. So I know.
Okay, great. Well, then ask an answer. Well, no, wait. You know what to do? What are you going to do?
Oh, okay. So my sister and her wife live in Arizona, so they have a motorcycle. So I just got a new car, basically, so that I can drive to Arizona whenever I need to.
Oh yeah.
And I have my go bag in the car. Comes with my machete, my dry food, my shovel, pots and pans, forks, knives, water, sunscreen, toilet paper.
That's your copy of the movie Machete. Right?
It's called Machete Kills.
Yes.
It's many kills.
Legit kills, yes. You got to have that on hand, or you never will be able to watch it for advice on how to do kills. Yeah. Well, good. I'm glad you're ready. And I think as long as you and your two wives can definitely fit into the car, I think you'll be set. That my advice would be, if there's a zombie apocalypse in Los Angeles, which I know is where you reside from previous episodes, then it would make sense to go to Arizona. That's a good call.
Thank you very much.
Because it's not where Los Angeles is.
Not at all. We gotta go. The 10. Take the 10.
All right, let's do WizWorld Live's tarot reading. WizWorld Live. The question to start. I mean, Steph, I don't mean to step on your toes here, but I assume you want to know if there's anything WizWorld Live is curious about.
Yes, please, Wizard. Do you have a question for the cards? I'm trying to put your energy in there.
Yes. And while we wait for the listeners at home, WizWorld Live is a frequent viewer of the show, guest in the comments, has technically been a guest on the show, although that's breaking the fourth wall a little bit. And also, it is a show on its own Twitch channel on Fridays at 8 p.m., which you should, definitely watch. I got choked up because I love the show so much. And it does seem like it's possible that WizWorld Live stepped away from their computer.
Fine.
So let's if WizWorld Live comes back in the next segment, when we're talking to our guests, then perhaps we'll come back to this. But I think, there it is. There's WizWorld Live. Is it wise to move more seriously into Ren Fair performances?
It's a good question. It's a really good, serious question. All right, let's find out. So, Wizard, have your computer ready to say stop, and I'll watch for it when you're ready. Ready, set, go.
And it is possible that we're on a bit of a delay. So maybe if I decide to just say stop. Oh, he did it. There we go.
Oh, wow. This is very interesting. All right, you read it, Lester.
Okay, this is 4 of Raphael's.
Raphael.
Right, yeah. So what we're seeing is a picture of like a girl sitting on a beach. There's a bunch of clam shells around her, conch shells even, like in that book, Lord of the Fly. And then there's another Jesus angel in the up in the sky that's like kind of translucent, like it's Will Ferrell in that movie Superstar. Although of course everybody knows I've never seen movie. And yeah, the beach looks like kind of cold. It says, seek out other possibilities. Look for the magic in life. Be aware of your own emotions. Wow. Steph,
all right, seek out the magic, to me, says do the damn Ren fairs and do them real. Do them, put your whole heart and soul into it, because magic is fucking real and you make it. And I think the love you put into it, you're going to get back.
I was thinking the exact same thing. You know, the thing about Ren fairs is the love you put into it is the love you get back.
If you spend a lot of money on your costume, you're going to make a lot of money selling turkey legs. That's what I think.
That's exactly right. And you're going to have a great time because people are going to come up to you and be like, oh, nice costume.
Oh, yeah, exactly. And you may get like tags on social media, and that could help you in different ways.
Yeah. Well, WizWorld Live says thank you. So we've done a good thing here, Steph. We've done a good thing. Now, we do have another guest to get to, and as co-host, it's required that you stick around.
Oh, good. Get on it.
Great.
Yeah, I'm ready for those boys.
Yes, our next guests are 2 boys we've had on the show before. They are Jeff and Hackleton. They are current. At the time that we spoke to them last, they were seeking out the answers to the question of who is the masked vigilante in their town of location undetermined. It turned out it was the Poot Juicer, and I think I know who it is. Listen to previous episodes, and you might too. But here they are. It's Jeff and Hackleton. Welcome back, guys.
Hello.
Hey, Lester.
Whoa.
Lester.
Okay.
Thank you for having us.
Okay. Wow. So much has happened. It's just.
Yeah.
I'm excited. My heart.
It's
My heart.
Okay.
Oh,
It's
thank
not-
you.
Yes. Okay.
Just-
So it's.
Well, we didn't hear about Lester's heart. Lester doesn't seem excited at all.
Is your heart okay?
No, I'm excited. Yeah, my heart.
Yes.
My heart.
Okay. Yes.
Because
My heart is all a flutter, a titter.
Okay.
I
Yes.
would like, you don't know Steph yet, so if you wouldn't mind, just introduce yourselves individually to Steph and the audience real quick.
Okay. Yeah. I'll try to get over that. Okay. So we work at Kinko's.
Yes.
What else?
Which one of you is Jeff and which one of you is Hackleton?
I'm Jeff.
That is Jeff.
That's Hackleton.
I am Alexander Hackleton,
The greatest hacker.
the greatest hacker in honestly all of town.
Yeah, I was gonna say
all of modern town.
Modern.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah.
Oh, you finally gave us the name of your town, Modern Town.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You guys kept something about this Sacro or something, but no, it's
technically the full name is Mid-Century Modern Town. Everything is just very 50s and 60s. It's very cool.
Awesome.
really hip. Yeah.
Yeah.
The nickname is Sacktown. Right.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah,
I remember
that's what we
now
call
that
it.
there was. We did talk about that last time. Whoops. Okay, but yeah. So you guys work at Kinko's, but you've been trying to track down the masked vigilante, the Poot Juicer.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh man, and wow, it's just big developments here. Okay, just
Well,
Real quick. I mean, I think
do we
Steph just
have a
asked who
can I
is
just, well,
the-
I would say we can go back, but like he stopped a crime.
he did
He
stop.
He stopped a crime. He really
Poot
did.
Juicer stopped the crime.
He
The
stopped a crime.
Poot
Yes,
Juicer stopped a
he
crime.
did. He really did.
For-
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't know who the Poot Juicer is, which I feel like everyone would know who he is at
They,
this
they would have
point.
read your blog by now.
Yeah, but like he has been this amazing
Just this superhero.
secret superhero
This
vigilante man who has been going around town,
showing up at all
just
these places,
showing up at where
just-
crimes are,
yeah.
and really
Just
slowing them down.
Really
slowing the
at
crimes
least
down.
making it uncomfortable to be there for sure.
Yes.
Because one thing coincidentally that I'm starting to think could be maybe a superpower, honestly, based on this crime.
Same. Yeah.
Yeah. He'll encounter crime and
Mhm.
then he will boop himself. He will have
So
Yeah,
a bowel movement.
He
this
shoots a little bit of poop.
yes, this named the Poot Juicer. He didn't name himself that. That was
No.
actually given to him by the community after seeing how he was handling a lot of
His
crimes.
methods. Yes.
His methods of handling these crimes, which
Yes.
he would
Yeah.
show up, he would get visibly nervous, possibly white as a sheet,
Yeah.
and then
Just-
he would mess himself in his
Yes.
in his pants everywhere.
And you say possibly white as a sheet because he is wearing a mask, so it's very hard to tell.
Very hard to tell.
Yeah, but I would say it's so white that you really can tell.
Yeah.
You can just kind of you can kinda
Reflects
see
on the
through it.
inside of the
Yeah,
mask a
it's-
little bit. It's
Oh
so,
yeah.
Well, and the
Wow.
shaking.
Yeah.
It's just like he's shaking so much. So the mask is on, but it's kind of, like.
yeah.
eh,
He's visibly shaking. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
just So it's anyway, we're
And for the listener, Hackleton is wearing a panda mask right now and
Yes.
just shake it around just a little bit.
No one knows just like the Poot Juicer, no one knows my identity. I am a
Yeah.
secret hacker man who works with Jeff here.
Yeah.
And I have been, since the beginning of this year, trying to figure out
who is this guy?
this secret man. And every
Yeah.
time I get so close, I feel like I end up just further away.
Yeah.
Jeff knows him though.
He established contact with me.
Has been hanging out a lot lately.
Yeah. And
Oh,
it's
really?
so the Poot Juicer, and I can't say too much because he has to protect his identity for his loved one's sake.
Yes.
Sure.
Obviously has to protect them. So he has made contact with me, and then I pass on every order to Hackleton because Hackleton, because of this last crime prevention, Hackleton actually, I think, has come around a little bit.
Oh, I'm a huge fan. I'm actually working with him now.
Yes.
I'm no longer I don't know his identity, but at this point, I don't even care right now. He's doing good for the city, and so now I'm sort of functioning as his tech guy, his computer guy, coming up.
Oh
with
yes,
hacks.
you're the man in the chair now for the Poot
Yeah,
Juicer.
coming up with hacks and gadgets and all sorts. I even told him the other day
Mhm.
about how you can,
Through me, yeah.
if you put quotations around any search term in Google, it'll find that the term as is.
Yeah, and not switching words around.
Yes. Yeah, and apparently he didn't know that at all.
Blew his mind, and it blew
Yeah.
my mind as well.
Oh yeah, and these are the kind of hacker tips and just sort of technology know-how
Yeah.
that I've been able to contribute and finally feel like I'm doing something.
But
for
you
the
can
city,
you don't
know
have to
what I
type
mean?
the first part of a URL into the search bar. You can just put .com after whatever you're looking for, and that'll
Yes.
take you to HTTP whatever.
So these aren't necessarily like tips for how to help fight crimes, but just tips in general.
Okay. Yeah, it's just
all right.
I guess there's a first step to getting to the crime.
Yeah, I guess if you don't want to have the ability to find the exact location you're looking for on Google, I guess that's not helpful these days.
No, I guess
that's not helpful.
Hackleton, I don't mean that you're not helping. I just mean you're giving general advice. Look, you've thrown a lot of information out here, which is great, and I'm sure that everybody wants to know how the Poochers have stopped this crime. But I am curious, Steph, having heard all this backstory for the first time, do you have any questions for Jeff and Hackleton before we get to this very important information?
Full of questions, but my number one question is poop related. Is the poop magical? For example, acid spit. Is it like that?
So, some would say so just because of
how he looks like he's in pain.
He's in so much. The way the way he is physically wincing does make me believe there's no way that it's just normal stool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Interesting.
But
I can't say that.
Steph, earlier you said you were talking about how you said a scat problem, right? This guy, it's kind of the same thing. Yeah. Very much of a scat problem.
He's dropping plops everywhere. Yeah.
More of a gnat problem, but yeah.
What's that?
I think it was a nap problem.
Right. A gnat.
Okay,
yeah.
Exactly.
Gnat.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Not a scat.
Well, I'm glad we cleared that up. So the Poochers' poop is not necessarily used as a weapon or dangerous chemical.
So I mean, possibilities now that he's made it.
Yeah.
Who knows? Honestly,
who knows?
Yeah. Honestly.
So how did he make it? He managed to finally stop a crime.
Yes.
Oh yes.
So he was at the bank, and remember, I'm in close contact with him, so
yes.
I'm well aware of the whole situation, how it played out.
Well, and you said you were there.
Yes, I was also there.
You were at the bank. You said you were putting all of our funds into
into
an account that I'm not allowed to look at.
Yeah. And also, so we've been trying to research, and Hackleton's been helping the Poo Juicer out a lot with Poo Juicer's been trying to open up his own bank account as the Poo Juicer.
Yeah.
But doesn't have any ID currently for that. So he was at the bank.
I tried to show him online banking, but he wasn't getting it at all. He wasn't getting it.
No,
so.
It must be tough to talk somebody through online banking when you have to go through a third party, like from Hackleton to Jeff to the Poo Juicer. That sounds tough.
Yeah, and I feel like there's a lot of sort of telephone issues going on where words probably get misunderstood.
Yeah,
and
I try, but it's I can't do everything. You know,
well, let's do a sample of what this experience would be like. Hackleton, try to walk Steph through setting up an online bank account by telling Jeff and then having Jeff tell Steph.
Okay. Jeff, you want to tell Steph that she wants to go to bankofamerica.com.
So Steph, there's a bank in America, and you're going to want to go there.
Okay, and then when you're there, you open up the account.
When you're there, you're going to go ahead and open up your account.
Yeah.
So
Okay, I'll be the bank teller. Come on in, Steph.
Hi. Open account.
Oh, you'd like to open up an account?
Open account.
Okay, well, this is
representative.
Sorry, this is a food bank?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's great. Can I get an account here too? Is this America's Bank?
No, it's what we do is we take canned goods or other foods, non-perishables ideally, and then redistribute them to folks who need them. So you can't really open it. If you're looking for like Bank of America, that's down the street, just a couple doors.
Thank you, good sir. And then do I stick him up and make him give me all his money?
Mm-hmm.
Is that how it works?
So this was
yes.
Oh yes.
Cool. What a simulation.
Great.
Okay,
I'm glad we walked through that. I'm glad we did that.
Yeah. So
anyway, you were saying.
so I was at a bank in America, as was the Poo Juicer. And so here's one problem that I've found in this current age of masks. And we went on about this last time, but I can't stand how everyone has to wear masks. That's why I'm so pro-vaccine. Get vaccinated so that we can stop having to wear these masks. Because and Hackleton,
doesn't have all the same views on masks.
We sort of disagree on the mask thing. I love masks. I do think people should get vaccinated, whatever. I honestly don't care. It's the masks. I love masks because, look, guys, I'm a mask guy.
And you are wearing a panda mask, but it doesn't cover your mouth or nose.
I would think people need to be able to hide their identity a lot easier, a lot better, and that way we would all be
cybersecurity. Yeah,
cybersecurity, and also if everyone had animal masks, we'd have cooler nicknames than I think we have now.
Yeah, it's been a problem so far.
Well, and also I also think, you know, when you're wearing the like COVID mask, and every time you breathe in, your inhale is so powerful that you're sucking the mask down your throat and you're choking yourself. That I feel like if criminals are doing that, then to remove the mask from them would be like helping them out, basically.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And if they are a murderer, pedophile, and then you prevent them from choking themselves on their own mask, are you not complicit?
You're an accomplice.
Yeah.
And that's something that I've had to struggle with for sure.
So I'm very, very pro mask. But you know,
but so in any case, the reason I'm against the mask, the reason why I want everyone vaccinated is because I go to the bank. And before I go to the bank, you know, I'm trying to get to the bank first, obviously. So I go pull up in my car. I see someone there wearing a mask, and I don't know if they're a villain or a good guy. I don't know if they're helping me or hurting me. So I toss them the keys because I assume good guy.
And I do understand this argument because before all the COVID things, you knew pretty clearly if someone was coming at you from a superhero angle or a scary villain angle,
because they'd be wearing the
appropriate
attire.
And you know, you could usually just context clues. You can figure out that guy's pretty scary.
Yeah,
that guy's pretty nice.
And so that guy threw the keys to him. Now I don't have a car. Walked to the bank.
So prior to COVID, when you go to the bank, you just would assume that anybody who looked like a good guy was a valet.
Well, if they were wearing a mask,
sure. Well, not that they're a valet, just that they would be nice enough to park the car
or figure it out. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
You don't have to be a valet. Yeah.
Yeah. If you're a good guy, like
how many cars have you been through, Jeff?
In what time period are we talking?
Let's just say the last. Well, no, because we can't go last year because that was mostly the COVID times. So how many the year 2019? How many cars did you go through?
So the car that I had, I've been going by tricycle most of the time now, and then also getting rides from Hackleton. Yeah, so I've been most of the cars that I've had, I admittedly haven't had for that long, but that's just maybe three since. But it's not.
Wow.
In any case, so anyway, back to the point.
Yeah, moving on. Yeah,
but each one is better than the last.
Oh yeah,
so
for sure.
Right.
So yeah, I upgrade. So
you keep getting a newer Camry.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, there was a March 2019 and then a June 2019. Yeah.
Yeah. So
excellent.
So here's
back to the bank.
The next problem. I go into the bank.
Okay.
Everyone in there is a potential villain, a vigilante, because they're all wearing these masks. I go to the bank teller. I'm pretty sure this is a villain. I'm pretty sure they're here to rob the bank.
Yeah.
The bank.
So, he's
back
the bank
there.
teller. He's back. Yeah, he's about to.
I guess he is back there.
He's in the perfect place to rob the bank.
Well, and again, you've got to assume that both Jeff here and the Poop Juicer might have difficulty
discerning.
Like
you can't
just
tell.
see a guy back there who's wearing a mask.
Yeah.
How do you know that that's not a bank robber back?
No idea.
Yeah.
So
Jeff, you're terrified at this moment, right?
I'm freaked out, and and not to mention the Poot Juicer, who I assume is also freaked out.
Right, you're freaked out, and not to mention the Poot Juicer.
Both
yeah, did he show up yet?
At that point, I think he was about yes, that's what
he was parking.
He was and he also is down a car as well. He's down.
Oh no!
The Pootermobile is gone for the moment.
That's
separate coincidence. Yes.
And Pootmobiles always look like Camrys covered in poop, right?
Yeah, similar. Yes. And mostly the inside, honestly, is where the accidents. But in any case, so I'm in there, but then the Poot Juicer's in there, and people come in with guns shooting up the place, and they say, "Everyone on the ground." So they have these masks on, and I can't tell if they're a villain or the good guys.
Yeah,
and
impossible.
So I don't know what to do, but the Poot Juicer seems to know what to do because he for one thing, he wears a kilt now, usually.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
For easy flow?
Yeah, I believe it is for the free flow aspect.
He said it was a cheaper alternative and he didn't really elaborate.
Yeah. And also like something about his heritage and whatever that he wanted to. Anyway, so
where are you from, Jeff?
Ooh,
are you Scottish?
I guess I guess I have some ancestors who come from that part of the world, but I'm kind of mixed.
Oh.
I'm kind of a mutt anyway, you know.
Aren't we all?
Yeah, but like primarily
Irish,
Scottish. Yeah,
English,
and so on. Yes, that's why I look so diverse. So.
So anyway, back to the bank. Yeah.
So the vigilantes were telling you to get on the ground.
So all of these, I don't know if they're good guys. I don't know if they're bad guys. Poot Juicer seems to know because Poot Juicer had a movement,
an explosion,
and this heist, this thing went wrong because the guys were running out with the money and they slipped and slid for a while on the just enormous, copious amounts of feces that were upon the floor. And of course, it's a bank, so they're very smooth tile and everything. So they slid for a while, long enough, like they kept kind of bopping around like I don't know, like pucks on a hockey rink. So
air hockey.
Yeah. So.
Until they sort of slowed down, you told me right in front of a cop's feet, he was eating a donut, just wasn't even paying attention.
Yeah, and and I couldn't tell because the cop had a mask on, so I wasn't sure.
Oh yeah,
but the Poot Juicer
tough to eat that donut through a mask.
Yeah, yeah. Reinforces the problem that Hackleton brought up earlier with the choking.
I'm constantly putting. I went 2 weeks without eating because I could not get the food through the mask. And I just thought, well, this is the new, everyone kept talking about the new normal. And I was like, well, I guess this is the new normal, is that I'm really hungry.
Yeah. So
did you suggest cutting a hole in the mask?
Yeah. And then for me with wine, I like to put just a straw sized hole.
Oh, that's so it's almost like those hats that you would like put beer and have a straw in. But it's a mask that has a straw sticking out of it.
I'm thinking about getting one of those hats instead, honestly.
Maybe if it could go and then through the mask, it would kind of do both. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Note taken.
Yes.
So, but in any case, this has obviously been hitting all the airways. And just everyone's been so excited. The major publications like Hackleton's blog have really picked up the story.
Oh, and we've been covering it day in and day out.
Yeah,
which might be a conflict of interest just because now I am sort of working.
But you weren't before.
But I wasn't before.
No.
Yeah.
Right.
So
your role has just evolved. You become the journalist on the inside.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so I've got some ideas for the Poot Juicer for taking down future crimes.
It's been very helpful because Hackleton has been helping with, the costume fittings because I happen to be a similar size, similar proportions to the Poot Juicer. So yeah. So like
really worked out perfectly.
Yeah.
Because
so the costume fittings are Hackleton helps you try on clothes and then you bring them to the Poot Juicer.
He helps try on kilts.
Yeah, that's right. Course. Yeah, it's a kilt based dress for him. Yeah.
Wow. So now. Say that again, Steph.
He goes commando.
I guess commando is probably the strongest term to use for what he does.
Yeah.
He goes commando, and I think we've really tapped into what his power can be because that heist was no idle thing. No. Like they planned that thing out.
If I had any criticism towards the Poot Juicer, which I hate to say this, I hope he does not get mad at me and then cut me off.
Yeah.
Even though I don't know him, I feel like we're growing really close. Anyway.
I think you're closer than you might think, but yeah.
But I think right now he's sort of like Cyclops in the X-Men when he doesn't have the visor on. You know what I mean? And he's got lasers just shooting everywhere. So I think what he needs is ultimately a butt visor. And the idea, the technology that I've sort of come up with, and I hope he likes it too. He said he's going to test it out and see. Is I call it the pooch chute. It is. I mean, it's essentially a garden hose, and then it goes into a Ziploc bag. So that way, instead of it going and out everywhere, you can sort of load up on it.
Sure.
This is news to me. Well, I've seen. It's funny because I've seen the diagrams that he's all these blueprints are everywhere, and okay, they aren't here, but yes, we've been having all these blueprints everywhere of how this would look, and until he didn't verbally say it out loud, I guess this is where you're first introducing it to the world.
I mean, this is the reveal on this show.
Wow.
New tech.
So we'll see. And you are kind of the tech guy, obviously. So I'm excited to see what you and the Poot Juicer really come up with here.
I already came up with something.
Yes.
Since you're his stand-in, if you will.
Okay.
Are you gonna have to test this butt hose?
Ooh. Yeah. I mean, I might take it for a few test runs just to make sure, because once again, the sizing is so similar.
Well, it did work out because even though Jeff didn't know about what was going on, he did tell me beforehand that every single part of the body is very, very similar. And so it made my work so much easier having sort of a model there all the time. Yeah.
Wow.
And then field tests with the Poot Juicer, obviously, in the future.
Yeah.
Wow. So wow. I mean, what an amazing crime to prevent, a bank robbery. So to be clear, what happened was you, Jeff, got very scared and then discovered that the Poot Juicer had pooped everywhere. Did you see the Poot Juicer outside of your own body at any point?
Oh, he was there for sure.
Yeah.
And I happened to wear a kilt that day because I was taking it out for a test drive for the Poot Juicer.
I see. You were in a kilt too. Okay, now that makes
so that was it's new for me, but like cool. I want to help out as much as I can.
Gosh, I'm so jealous that you are so close with him and know him so well. Like,
I know, but it's I don't know why you chose me, but
hey, I'm happy to be even though we disagree on the masks.
Yeah.
I'm happy to be your friend, but man, I wish I was the Poot Juicer's friend.
Okay, hold. Can someone describe to me the poop other than the kilt? Is that all he wearing, or does he wear a mask? Does he wear a tank top, shoes?
Yeah, so for one thing, we've been doing his laundry for him.
So he does wear the clothes that are sitting right behind Jeff right now.
Yeah, so he, and just to demonstrate, this is kind of how we do whenever we're doing fittings before we bring him on.
So what's happening for the listener now is that Jeff is putting on a cape with a mask. It's blue.
Wow. Spitting image. It's so good. Great.
It's very good. Clearly good.
He's been thinking about going to Comic-Con as him this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just kind of seeing, I don't know, maybe I'll run into the real Poot Juicer.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, but
that would be amazing. Now I have a bunch of questions in the chat from WizWorld Live for you.
Okay.
First off, WizWorld Live says great mask.
Thank you.
And then WizWorld Live says, do people often see the juicer's dong when he uses his powers? Has that been a problem?
So he's wearing the kilt unless he slips in his own weapon, then he's usually pretty I guess censored. Like he's wearing a kilt. It's fine. People do this in Scotland all the time, from what I understand.
Well, and to be complete, because I've been on site. Remember last time we were on, we talked about a crime where I was on site while he was there.
That's right.
And you almost got a picture.
To be honest, so much is happening in the moment that no one is really looking for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's just a lot is happening.
And then I'll try to access the security camera footage. I'll ask to figure it out. But before I can even hand it to Hackleton, someone's tampered with it.
Yeah.
That's been frustrating.
I remember that from last time. You did talk about how anytime there was security footage of the Poot Juicer, you would secure it yourself, and then all of a sudden you wouldn't be able to open it.
And it's been so frustrating. That's been sort of the one thing that we can't get past. But, once again, we've been trying to get photos, videos of him, and everyone out there.
Well, and this as a tech guy, it's been difficult for me.
Yes.
The issue is that we can't figure out how to update Winamp, And we're trying to watch these videos from the security footage through Winamp. And the update, every time I click it and I go through the setup wizard, it just starts back over at the beginning. And so these are the kind of issues that us hackers often deal with. And I mean, but it might take a year or two to really crack it, you know.
And like, you know, cybersecurity is such a big issue these times. And, you know, it's just one of these things where like we all need to really be doing our due diligence here and work to prevent these crimes. And so, you know, try to figure out Winamp. Try to figure out some of these. I use the word casually, but I have no idea what I'm talking about, you know. But for these hacker types, if everyone, the community could reach out, we could all come together and really learn to adapt to the cybersecurity world.
Wow. Well, that makes a lot of sense. And I do have another question from Wizard World Live, which is, whom does the juicer think did 9/11?
Oh.
Okay, we get this one a lot. It's one of those things where
it's good that you've already spoken to him about this subject.
Yeah. Well, I've asked him.
Yeah.
But
because you get this one so often, you had to ask.
I get it often enough, and he's been, for being honest, suspiciously silent on it.
Well,
I don't know what to.
What are you getting? I don't, you know.
You don't think that the poot juicer did 9/11, do you?
Yeah, let's protect our friend here, right?
I use data and proof to prove things, and I don't have anything definitive on the poot juicer's relation to 9/11.
It's his origin story. He could have stopped it, and he was too chicken. So now he's trying to make up for that.
And that's weird. It just doesn't sound like he's so brave, though. Normally, he is
really brave.
I mean, Jeff, where were you in 2001? Were you weren't in New York City, were you?
So I had an errand to run in New York City that
you were at a Yankees game. That was the errand.
Yeah. I was busy at a game. I don't care for sports that much really, but that day I thought like I should go and hang out. But that's hardly relevant. You know, we're just trying to spread the word to get vaccinated so that we don't have to wonder is the bank teller gonna shoot us up? Is the guy with a gun who just entered in the bank gonna shoot us up, or is he gonna help us? These kind of issues are really pressing, and we want to really get this community to really deal with it. Yes, you.
Oh my God. Thank you so much. I'm happy to be here. Love everything you're saying. Very, very, very cool. I have a very serious question. If you could pass this along to the poop boy.
It's poot. It's with a T at the end.
This whole time?
T as in Teletubby.
It is poot juicer, yes.
My whole life is a lie. Okay, does the poot boy, would he like to get a reading?
Oh wow!
I feel like it'd be pretty difficult without him here to capture whatever essence you're wanting. But
maybe you could channel him, and
I guess Hackleton, you're pretty close to him. But I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I can reach out with my contact.
Yes,
it's you.
Okay.
Do you want me to?
Yeah. Let's do it like that.
Okay.
So ask Hackleton.
Okay.
Whatever.
Hackleton, will you please tell Jeff to tell Poot, when to tell me to stop? Okay.
Okay. So you're gonna talk to Poot, and you're gonna ask him to tell you to tell me to tell Steph when to stop.
Okay.
And we do need to know what the poot juicer would like to know about too. I believe.
Okay. I'm gonna text or whatever I do for the poot juicer. Okay. So he says
he's writing in his notes app.
Okay. And go ahead and.
Okay. I don't see the thumbs actually touching the screen.
Says stop at some point.
Okay.
So watch for that.
And that is he start.
Okay.
Does he have any questions?
I don't know. I just
check the text.
Let's go.
Stop.
Okay, stop right there.
I haven't done it yet. We didn't even ask a question.
I think he. Okay. I thought we had it. Okay.
Okay. Could you tell the poot juicer we don't have a question?
Well, I mean, Jeff, maybe do you have a question that you think the poot juicer might want answered?
Yeah. Okay. Why can't we all get vaccinated so that we don't have to wear masks anymore?
Yeah, let's find out.
A very deep personal question. Perfect.
Okay. Tell him to tell me when.
All right.
Okay.
So you need to
let
talk to him.
know.
And you need
Okay.
to
And
let
he
him
says-
know to tell you to tell me to tell Steph when
Okay.
to say stop.
And he says to stop at some
Do you
point.
want to start?
Do you want to start? Yeah. And stop.
Do we want to start
also.
over again?
Yes.
Good. Let him.
Well, yes.
Okay,
And he
we
said
wanna-
to stop.
Okay.
to
Stop. Stop.
Okay,
Stop.
I
Stop.
I stopped. All right.
It could not be
Lester.
clearer.
Ready?
Oh, okay, yes. This is the 6 of Gabriel.
Whoa.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
And-
Okay.
And what it looks like is like a horse guy, a guy on a horse with a big
Mhm.
flag that has
And
maybe
there's
a
me
half
in the
crescent moon
background.
on it. Oh, and there's Steph in the background. Beautiful lady with wings. And they're in like a corridor for some reason. Okay, and it says, congratulations. Ooh, that's very hard to see for me. Let me move my screen a little bit. Okay, congratulations. You've done a wonderful job. Time to move on to the next project. Awards, scholarships, or promotions.
Wow.
Ooh,
Oh my
wow.
God.
Okay.
I was going to give him a key.
That would be incredible.
And unexpected, honestly, at this point.
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous.
That seems like the
mayor having
only
that.
possible conclusion.
Yeah. Frustrating that it hasn't happened yet.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know him personally, but I don't think the Pooch Juicer's in it for the ego and the awards and all that stuff.
He seems to just want to help his community.
He just wants to help out.
Just wants to fight crime.
And he's been given this special ability that not every other person has.
Yeah.
And he wants to be able to use it for good and not for evil.
Yeah.
That's
There's
beautiful.
a lot of honor in that.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's
Well-
like Spider-Man, the like with great when you have all the when you have stuff to
When you
do,
can, yes.
when you can do the thing,
and you can have a lot of it.
and if you
yes.
have a lot of it,
and
then
you have the bowel movement, yeah.
you should probably go ahead and do that.
Just
like Uncle Ben said in Spider-Man.
and wear it killed.
Wow.
If that helps.
Wow. Well, that's what a beautiful way to end the show. We do have to end the show now. I see the Pooch Juicer's taking off his Jeff costume. I mean, what?
He's wearing a mask.
Good one.
Yeah,
Okay.
very
Jeff's
similar
taking
body
off his
shapes,
costume.
yeah, for sure.
I could see how you'd say that.
But yeah, we end the show the same way every week, which is we find out if there's anything on the internet any of my guests would like to point folks to, or any last words of advice they may have. We do only have a very short amount of time, so I would say let's just do plugs, no advice. Jeff and Hackleton, anything that you'd like folks to find on the internet?
There's this one called the Jock Doc podcast that even I believe Lester Pipps is his publicist has some relation to that next week. So Jock Doc podcast, and that's jockdocpodcast.com has links, or you can follow us on social media. We're at Jock Doc Podcast. Sorry, us meaning, of course, him.
Right? Yeah, not you.
Similarly to how I am the Pooch, not the Pooch Juicer.
And then I guess like if you want to head over to google.com and then any keywords you put in, sometimes
just put in quotes.
Yeah, if you don't put it in quotes, they might get it in different orders.
Yeah.
But if you put it in quotes, you're going to get that exact phrase.
Can
and
be
I think
helpful.
that's really helpful. And I think we'll solve a lot of crimes if people start
Hopefully
actually
so.
using this sort of high-tech technology.
Well, that's great. I hope folks do that. Steph Martinez, same question to you. Anything you'd like folks to find on the internet?
Yes, everybody go watch Bothered Season 2. We are on Sika TV and on the Apple TV app and on Instagram. You can go directly to Bothered Series. There's also
That Bothered Series, is that true?
Uh-huh. Yes, let me make sure now I am second guessing it. Oh, sorry. Bothered_web series.
Okay.
Ignore that one.
I'm fixing it.
Bothered series. And Ezra, Lester's producer, is on episode 2, and I'm going to be in episode 5. I directed and edited all 10 episodes of season 2, created by Julie Phillips.
That's right. Yeah, excellent. Wizard Live says Steph might be the first Apocalypse Tips guest with a current TV show, and that would be true if previous episodes we hadn't already plugged Bothered when Julie Phillips, Jenny Werfel was on the show. And but yes, fantastic. Now we are out of time. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave the Pack Twitch because there is another show. We're going to finish my plugs on just YouTube. But stick around on the Pack Twitch for Please Talk to Me with Ali Ramirez if you're on Twitch. And if you're not on Twitch, well, just you're not going to, it's just going to be like a minor interruption where I ramble about something other than what I want to do because I'm still removing myself from Twitch. I think that worked. Well, it might not have. So let me just do my plugs real quick. I'm at Lester Pipps on all the things. My publicist is at Ezra Party on Instagram, at Ezra Potter on Twitter, at fake news _daily is changing to at the Daily Misinformer, the Daily Misinformer. As of tomorrow in real time, already happened. If you're listening to this as a podcast, at the Daily Misinformer, please support that. It's doing great on TikTok. You'll love it. It's fun, jokes. Bothered, like Steph said. And y'all, that's all the time I got. Go follow at Wizworld Live too, because he's basically on the show today. Yeah. It's time to get to that thing that ends the show the way it always does, which is I just kind of we leave the internet.
That was the show. Now we did it. You know how to survive an apocalypse. So now we're gonna talk about saying thank you to you. Thank you for watching the show, and thank you to these guests for doing the thing for you tonight or today. And also thank you to the Pack Theater for hosting. Now it's time to say, get out there, survive, and make humanity proud.
You can find the show at Lester Pipps on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can also find all the video archives on EzraParter.com/Lester Pipps. Please like and subscribe and all those things.